advise on complete.
That could be a Whiskey Golf, advise on complete, November 7 Hotel Foxtrot 116. Iceland ground clear, track 364, off of runway 16 at Bravo.
Oh, too much pedal flow.
364 long ground taxi, monitor south via Charlie.
Via Charlie, clear track 364.
And the Sierra is available also if you need it.
Sierra is available, clear track 364, thanks.
Okay, we are clear. We have the
balloon right behind the windsock on Golf here.
Balloon right, thank you.
push out a little bit for this. Winds are very calm.
Number 705, once you get on Golf, and I was told it's a balloon there by the windsock on the right, so if you see it, let me know, please.
Alright.
Ground.
Long Island ground, 5 uniform Papa is the AMP ramp at Whiskey, looking at taxi for Whiskey Halifax.
Pick up at 555 Papa, I'm going to taxi Whiskey Pet.
Oh, that's the Whiskey Halifax.
Alright, we're clear.
If it is Alpha Net.
We are clear. We are clear. Whiskey is clear.
The windsock is like almost down, even though it's showing like almost 150. So we'll just turn, try heading the way we're going to take off, 060.
Okay, so we do a pedal turn. So hold here.
Oh, right tail's clear.
Okay. And tail's clear again. Tail's clear.
Ready to take off. So 124 Hotel Foxtrot, Long Island Tower, runway 6.
And we'll come back around.
Make right traffic. Here's the takeoff, making right traffic, 124 Hotel Foxtrot.
So let's come back this way, right?
Oh no, let's go this way towards 6.
Alright.
And we have the taxiway there. So whenever you're ready, contact tower.
Alright. So all the lights are out, okay, are good. Alright.
Long Island Tower, helicopter 5 uniform Papa, ready to depart.
Helicopter 555 Uniform Papa, Long Island Tower. You have information Alpha?
5 uniform Papa has information Alpha.
Helicopter 5 Uniform Papa, remain north of runway 6, fly heading 060, Whiskey Pad, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, north of 6, 5 uniform Papa.
Alright.
We can go straight down the taxiway and then cut over.
Got it.
Give us a little more running room. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. So we don't get that traverse flow effect, right? That's why we go a little slower.
Long Island Tower, Cherokee 2634 Mike, inbound, ILS 6.
So just stay a little left of it and get us...
Cherokee 2634 Mike, Long Island Tower, continue runway 6.
Continue runway 6, 34 Mike.
Helicopter 5 Uniform Papa, radar contact, say altitude.
400, 5 uniform Papa.
Helicopter 5, Uniform Papa, you got traffic off your right side to Skyhawk. They're turning into the right crosswind and right close traffic with me.
50 Papa, how's that traffic inside?
Or 124 Hotel Foxtrot, Squawk VFR in the pattern.
Squawk VFR, 124 Foxtrot.
Helicopter 5, Uniform Papa, proceed on course at or below 1,400.
Course at below 1,400, 50 Papa.
Alright, let's go. 60. Let's get ourselves in here. That's 060. I see towers.
Just slow us down a little. Because then we'll have the power.
Hold on, tower,
Keep the power in.
Hotel Foxtrot, inbound, it's going to be left downwind, runway 6.
And just keep us to the left of the 6.
Skyhawk 99 Hotel Foxtrot, Long Island Tower, enter left downwind, runway 6.
I know we're far enough over, but Kelly can't see. I don't want him freaking out.
Yeah.
Or 124 Hotel Foxtrot, runway 6, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 6, 124 for Foxtrot.
You like to keep on drifting over to the right. See how we like all over. So we're descending. We want to climb.
Yeah, I still. Oh, wait, he cleared us for 1,400.
Yep,
My
he
bad.
did.
That's crazy. That's something I shouldn't have. It's not a mistake I should have made. Come on. That's good right there. Like that. Head in the game. Let's go.
Or 124 Hotel Foxtrot, you're inside of an Archer on a 5-mile final.
Roger.
Or 3-4 Mike, you're number 2 following Skyhawk traffic at your 1 o'clock in 2.5 miles. They're turning a mile right base, runway 24 clear for the option. After the option, 5 runway heading, maintain 2,000.
Limit that traffic, clear for the option, maintain runway heading, runway 6, and up to 2,000, circle line.
Once you clear us,
124 Hotel
just
Foxtrot,
back
turn
to the
base, direct to the
LID,
number.
Play what we did a lot, and then we'll see if we can jump over to the sod fields maybe.
Okay.
Once we're heading over to sod fields, we'll do settling with power.
Helicopter 5, Uniform Papa. Radar service terminated, Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 5 Uniform Papa.
Alright, so 1,000, I'm clear left. So forward, I'm clear right.
Island Tower, Cherokee 866, Mike Alpha, ILS 6.
Just right
Cherokee 866 Mike Alpha, Long Island Tower, continue runway 6.
Till we get.
Continue runway 666, Mike Alpha.
There's the pointed monument right there. It's like the 9/11 monument. So around the other side, you can see out over there.
Or 3-4 Mike, if you can, just reduce your speed a little bit.
We'll just
Reduce it
turn
now,
around.
3-4 Mike.
I wonder how high the wheels bounced.
That guy Scott never came back with an answer about.
Scott.
Wasn't he the guy who said he?
124 Hotel Foxtrot, you have whiskey there?
Yeah, what's his name?
Rick? Scott?
Rick.
Hey, contact ground.
Yeah, talking to him was absolutely useless. I knew it was going to be anyway. Just.
Alright. Sword arm right.
Yeah, just keep on like around. You can watch this. Just yeah, but you see where that little tip is right there, the top of is that Ball Hill? You see that big building right there?
Yeah.
In front of it, that little tip that's sticking in front. That's like a
Tower, Cherokee 266 for Mike Gomez.
That's the highest point of Long Island, hopefully.
Okay.
Cherokee 3-4 Mike, roger, runway heading 2000.
Runway heading 2000, 3 Mike.
Swing back down around.
9er Hotel Foxtrot, runway 6, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 6, got 909 Alpha Foxtrot.
You can turn. Turn, George.
PD2 is back with you, swing to the north, west, inbound, full stop and out.
Left all the way around. I'm just going to give us a
PD2,
tiny
Long
bit
Island
of
Tower,
talking.
radar contact, show you at 600 feet, continuing out to the Whiskey Pass.
PD2, that's what's inbound for the Whiskey Pass.
Probably just straighten out right here. I think it's just a bit to the right, but I don't want to go into the airspace. Oh, yeah.
3-4 Mike,
Well,
turn
Hill
left
is
heading 360,
Carnival,
maintain
whatever they have
2000,
over
and
there.
contact departure 120.05.
Left 360 up to 2000 over departure, 3-4 Mike.
I mean, because this generally is actually the flight path. No way you could have stayed on to here.
Wind check.
Alright, looking out. See.
Wind is 190 at 8.
I wonder what
We're
if
about to
this is
switch
different.
on the 15th.
Listen real quick.
Isolate microburst, wind shear detection system not available. All departures, contact clearance delivery on 121.85. Advise on initial contact, use information Alpha. Long Island Tower information Alpha 1356 Zulu, wind 160 at 3, visibility 10, sky conditions few clouds 8,000, few clouds 10,000, 15,000 scattered, 19,000 scattered, fueling 25,000 overcast, temperature 21, dew point 15, altimeter 3020. Visual approach and use, landing departing runway 6. Notice airman caution birds.
I was just listening to see if I switched the runway. Because the winds are coming, but it's 3 knots, so. Alright, so our movie lot should be coming here. There's our movie lot right there.
Clear to the option after the option flight, runway heading
Alright, so let's raise copy, start descending for a high
Copy, so
So
we'll
we'll
send.
quick gauge check. All gauges are green, fuel is good, car pressure good, amp oil pressure is all good. So they said the winds are 150, which it looked like it could anywhere in between 6 and 15. That's where we can come in.
Okay.
Because they're 3 knots, so it's very light. Any flags I saw back there was no movement, but that doesn't always mean anything for us up at altitude, you know.
Okay, so we'll descend to 600.
Yep.
We'll do a circle around.
Let's aim for just on the inside, the triangle building, so that we know
Got it.
nice, wide enough, but we still see our spot. We've done this, a few times.
Okay, so
Well, I know once we get over the used car lots, they always have, steam or smoke or something generally, so we could just verify over there. If not, I got ground speed 48, you got 55, so 7 knots. So that's right, you said 150.
alright.
So we don't go into the wind.
Looking for some other indicator.
All these unpatriotic people down here known as flags.
So 6 Mike Alpha, fly runway heading, maintain 2000.
And so we're checking our landing spot.
Alright, so it's 6. Alright.
Yeah.
I think I see my landing spot, and here's some smoke, which
It's showing
not
kind of
really.
that way. Yeah. You see it's coming back this way a little bit. It's almost like the 150 heading. So that's what we'll try for heading in 150. So 600.
Gotta come around.
Just watch our climb now and going around. Make sure you give yourself enough.
Warning lights, 600.
Yep, we'll clear our way around, left
Green,
and right.
power is good. Swing it around, stay in trim, pressure's good, gauges are green, car beat is up.
Turn before the school.
Got it.
And then we'll treat that as downwind, so we can just start slowly descending.
120.05.
090-2000 and over to departure 6 Mike Alpha.
Alright. Have a good day.
Okay, so we've got a 200-foot descent rate.
Nothing's changed for hazards.
Winds back up what, or smoke backed up what we saw with the, what we think about the winds.
Yeah, I got nothing here, so.
We know our entry point is going to be.
See the Ferris wheel on there.
0 to 8, remain east of runway 15 left at all times. Hotel deck.
Yeah, not so much more. Like, give out like 150. We're a little close in.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Cheer 30, 56.
We don't want to lose sight of our thing, so we can start turning back in now. That should get us on really good.
Whiskey Mike, whiskey on left base to 15 right.
Or 629 or Whiskey Mike, just square off the base to runway 15 right.
Don't fall below 50 knots. We're at 400 feet. I guess we're going to go for the bottom.
So what do you mean? I'm sorry.
Our landing spot, we're going to land down there.
Yeah, I assume that, wasn't that?
Blacktop.
X-Flight 073, Long Island Tower, you ready to go? X-Flight 073, traffic is Airbus on a 5-mile final for runway 6, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
No.
Going out of Sabre Approach. I would just go around.
I'm going around.
Yeah,
going around.
You cut in a little
I
too
cut
early.
it too early.
And you didn't pick out where you're going to land down there. If you
No,
we could have went in there.
Sorry, I said that wrong because I was planning on the part that we usually land on. So that's my bad. That's not me communicating well.
Let's keep on flying.
Let's keep the time coming in.
Just right now.
Clear to land, runway 6, frontier flight 3056.
So it is all abandoned down there.
Alright, so I have that obstacle.
Now you can start turning.
Coming around.
29er Tango landing.
Alright, so we figured out from this time, we need to swing out just a little bit further. Because then we cut it too early. And I mean, we were close to like where our heading is, but we were all the way over to the right. So we would have had to turn out of that wind. Figures are 500, that's fine.
The field traffic is an Airbus 2-mile final for
So we'll hold.
runway 15 right, clear to land.
2 clear to land on 15 right, clear to land.
Not too much change in the wind. We'll level out at 500.
You can swing out a little bit closer to this little, give yourself a nice, not so far enough.
Contact departure.
073.
That's nice. I would like skim the edge of the school, not overfly the school, and see where that pole is out there. Just go either, either side of it, but like close to that so you can come back around. And gives you plenty of time.
Alright, so downwind check, so we are, the warning lights, speed is good, our altitude is good. Our gauges are green, our carb heat is up, lights are on. Again, the area seems clear. Wind's not going to be, we know we're entering, we're going to start a little further back this time. Alright, so we're turning.
Frontier 3056, roll it down to the end, right on Echo and contact ground.
Roll down the end, right on Echo, hold the ground, frontier 3056.
Yeah, so I got a flag right there and it's barely moving, so. Good. Right over the top. Still coming in a normal approach. We don't want to lose. Don't go any more than a 500-foot descent rate. Now the wind's failed.
It's still very calm.
Feels good? All right.
124 Hotel Foxtrot, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Remember, the only obstacle we have is the edge of the trees here, so we don't want to lose airspeed too much over it. We know we have a short distance to where we want to put down to.
Niner Whiskey Mike, safe parking. Niner Whiskey Mike, roll it down to the end, right on Bravo 4, contact ground.
Bravo 4 at the end and over to ground.
Don't lose our airspeed, that's a big thing now. Head up to the darker spot because we know it's slanted down over here. Over there. This is more level over here. This now?
Not one for the textbooks.
No, let's try and do a hover rotor. Let's just move right over there. That looks flatter, or maybe right in front of us. So pick us up, do a pedal turn, and then we'll head over there.
Covers down.
A little tiny slope, so something to catch that. Now a tiny bit forward. There. Okay, so just do a pedal turn here. Right, tail is clear. Alright, now just back to it's like about 10 feet. Alright, right here she goes, so stop us. Alright, so we're going to do a hover rotor. So eyes outside, you will do all the controls. Just take your time, nice and slow. Roll off nice and slow, so whenever you're ready.
Hover auto in 3, 2, 1.
Good. That was a nice smooth touchdown, right? Start to settle, and then we lift, and then just to lift it a little more. Perfect. Let's do one more good one like that. Picks up and do another pedal turn, and then we'll do a hover rotor.
Alright. Wing lights are up, gauges are in the green. And we're coming up.
Good. Alright, right tail is clear.
Right is clear again. Right is still clear. Right is clear.
Eyes outside. Nice slow roll off.
Hover auto at 3, 2, 1.
Alright, yeah, we were going too far left, and that, so I pulled up the power, and what happened is, I pulled up the collective, and then we lost we didn't have any more inertia, so that's why we came down a little bit harder.
So,
We
I was
started,
not...
Yeah, we were really drifting bad, so that's what I was cycling to the right,
Okay.
and then I pulled up, but I pulled up a little bit too much, you see, so I arrested our descent, you know, a little too high. I could have waited half a second. So we'll do that one again. So just pick this up from here. Just move over to the right a little. Pick this up.
Okay. Coming up. There's clear. Warning lights are out. Gauges are good. We are coming up.
Alright, I'm with you. Let's just go over to the right a little.
We are clear on the right.
Don't do this when you're with Mike.
Of course.
You would turn and just go into it, but right here. Okay. So eyes outside. take a deep breath for a second. And whenever you're ready.
Hover auto in 3, 2, 1.
Right, you're just nice and slow. Correct it. So let's come back up.
Alright.
It just let us come over a little bit left this time. Right, let's pick up.
Alright.
I just want to show you the... Alright, stay right here. I have control for this.
You control.
So just stay with me. Alright, so we were turning to the right, and it started to get uncontrolled.
Okay.
Like this with him, and I was like, it got really aggressive. So, what? See? You could try to do that, but you always have to worry about the power spiking like that. So you go up, so you could just roll off. See the power?
You 15 right,
And come down. You see how that happened? I'll just show you again with the turn. I got it.
So, and how does it?
Right pedal turn.
How does it change if you are at altitude, at greater altitude?
You would just go faster. So you would just speed up. So you use the rear stabilizer and the helicopter. So we're going to the right, right?
Okay.
Turning. I can't stop. So you know what you do? You start rolling off. You see how that stopped my spin immediately? Did you feel that?
Yeah.
It stopped immediately, and you see, and we just gently went right down to the ground, nice and slow. That's what more hover autos where you'll be working on would be like that. You see, it's so simple like that. Yeah, once more, pick up. All right, so we start turning right. A little faster, faster. A little faster, I can't stop it, so just roll off. See, it stops it right away. And I just...
So very little pedal movement.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Don't. Okay.
I did like hardly any pedal movement. I just rolling off the power.
Yeah, very little if anything.
Just me rolling off was able just to stop it, and then the descent, and you see, it just comes down so smooth and easy.
Yeah.
Much smoother and easier when I do the hover autos like that. Honestly. Right.
But now, so I was asking you about what happens at altitude.
Altitude, right, say you start to lose LTE. What you would do is you roll power down slightly and get more forward air.
No,
you will be fighting with the power to keep the climb because you're rolling down the power some. So it takes time. You have to take time to build yourself back up the climb. I did it with Shane where we were really sideways, and I was fighting it, but I just kept the forward airspeed at 75 knots, which wasn't easy, and just roll up the power and just brought the nose back around, and then you just got the lift right back, so then you're okay with power.
Okay.
Forward airspeed and a little less power is the best thing. So, pick up.
All right, going up.
Yeah, see, we got it really whipped, but you feel it, you just roll it off, and it stopped immediately. See how quickly it stops the spin? Just roll the power because you're taking all the torque out of the engine. All right, so we'll just taxi down, take off.
And you don't really even think about the cyclic.
No, you saw once I stopped, I didn't have to worry about the cyclic keeping me from drift at all because the helicopter just naturally wants to come straight down forward. And you saw that, I didn't touch anything.
And so cyclic really is you would only even think about using it if, like I said, you were at altitude and you needed some forward speed there.
Yes, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. You need cyclic to keep the forward airspeed, absolutely.
All right, okay.
All right, pick this up.
Air's clear, lights are out. Gauges are green, coming up.
I mean, that is one thing I think they should train, be part of the training, even if it's not tested. Do that a bunch of times so you feel comfortable. Because at first you're like, holy shit, it's scary. But actually, once you do it, you see the helicopter stops. It was pretty smooth. It's not as, I don't think it's as aggressive. And
all right, so where are we heading? We got a truck down there, so.
Oh, that's probably for the company over there. Nothing to do with us. Let's go all the way down because we need a running takeoff. So let's fall down over here. Down to all these tall bushes. They need to come in and cut these things. Oh, we're not using any power. All right, so let's come back into the wind. Turn to the left.
Clear.
We're gonna have this dip a little bit. Let's go for that opening right there.
All right.
Right in front of us. Yeah, you got it? Step forward airspeed. A little more forward. And get bounced up because we got wires. We know we're clear. Alright, good. Let's get on the other side of the LIE so I don't freak people out. Get off forward airspeed. Get on height velocity chart. Good. I'll head out towards upfield. So once you have speed, you got
Sorry, heading out towards?
The fields out that way, because I wanted to. I got flags down there. So it is, the winds are coming from 120, 150. So you got the speed, so just make sure you're pulling all our power so we can climb. I feel those are much smoother than when we do the other autos because you're always like correcting so much stuff. But you saw the first time how fast it started going. I mean, it really starts to go quick on you.
Yeah.
Because it's going with the 100% opposite of the main road is, so you really...
I'm just curious whether the guy felt like there was some jeopardy there, or he was like, no, it was okay.
He never said a word, he never said anything. That's like,
right. He was a cool customer, I guess.
No, I think he just didn't understand and didn't know what was going on and didn't think anything of it. So I didn't like freak out or anything else. Get us up close to 1,000. We have Brookhaven right there. So I don't see anyone out here. Give us a little more power, 1,000. Because these first fields, that's when I want to do set of power over. So once we start getting closer, you can start slowing down and get us a little bit more to the right into the wind. So come to the left. So set on the power, we need 3 factors. We need more than 300-foot descent rate, less than ETL, say 30 knots. We watch the trim strings also, and power apply, or 20 to 90%. We'll turn it to the wind. Turn it to the wind, and we'll start slowing down. We'll just check everything around us. We're clear left. I have no one coming up behind us. Are we clear right?
Clear. You're pulling carb heat up.
Full carb heat. Sorry, just are slowing down. So just turn us into the wind and just keep us towards those fields over there in case we have to auto into a field. On the right pedal. We don't want to climb, we just want to slow down. So right pedal more. Yeah. Alright, so once we get into it, you make sure you call it. And then just say, low and collective, forward cyclic, airspeed in line, and BSI live. 28 Alright, so we're at 30 knots.
Okay, so below 30. The rumbles. Strings dancing. Vortex ring state.
You gotta be a little quicker.
Lower collective.
Forward cyclic.
Forward cyclic.
Alright, airspeed's alive, so we'll pull on BSI. We'll pull available power. We're good.
That was too slow?
Yeah, you can just be a little quicker once we get into that. So let me level the silver out again.
Below 30.
Yep. Well, below 30, but we're watching a trim string, so we don't feel like we're moving. Get really light. Now we got the rumbles. You feel the rumbles? All right, 200 descent rate. So lower collective, forward cyclic.
Collective, forward cyclic.
Airspeed's alive, so we'll bring
come back up.
And BSI's alive.
Okay.
And we don't drop anything. All right, one more, and I'm not going to do anything. So just keep us level and slow us up. Keep us in trim. Don't climb, don't climb, don't climb.
All right, so below 30. Rumbles. 200% vortex ring state. Lower collective. Forward.
Alright, airspeed's alive.
Airspeed's alive.
So pull in the power. Yeah, so we don't go down too much. You don't want to go like a big dip like that. We can dip pretty quick. That's good. Alright, we're clear left and right. Let's come to the left.
We're clear. And 800.
And we're doing auto.
Some power.
So we swing out a little bit so we come back in. Yeah, are they cutting the grass over there?
I think there's somebody's cutting the grass down
there. There's a field right on the other side. Let's try to go for that. So we skim along, head forward, just this side of the sand pit. All right, so we got a tower there, Where's the third tower? No, it's over here. Now let's get the forward airspeed. Yeah, I see them cutting the grass there, cutting the grass there. I'm freaking out on us. Alright, so 65 knots. Yeah, we're going to the field. I think the field.
So the big green field?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so just keep us right for the sand. Alright, clear. I have no one around on our left, no one forward, no one to our right. We got tower there, there. 800 feet, we don't want to climb anymore. We don't need to. I can't tell what that is in the middle of the field out there, that dark spot out there, you see it?
I do.
I don't know if that's just a bush, tree, or person. We'll see when I come around. Does that look like just a lone bush out there?
No, it looks a little more structured than that, but I could be wrong. I just don't recall anything out like that out there.
Yeah, there's never been anything out there. I see everything grew back because they burnt that field, if you remember. It was all black about a month ago, month and a half. Alright, so slowly turning in, so we're clear right?
Clear copy, so.
Oh, he's green, good, there's no warning lights. It looks like just a bush. We go in, it looks like a problem. This field looks clear. Coming back to the right a little bit more. Get our airspeed. Yeah, it's just a trick. Alright, so it's 65 knots. 800 feet. Alright, so that's our auto. 3,
2, 1.
Lower collective, roll off, right pedal. So let's establish our airspeed. Attitude. So eyes outside, trim, airspeed, RPM. Eyes outside, airspeed, RPM, trim. Nothing's changed, so let's just lower the collective a little. Catch that. Watch our airspeed. Going a little far because so RPM is high, so I'm going to raise the RPM on us. Don't flare yet, don't flare yet. Alright, start flaring. Roll on, and catch the left pedal. You were like turning what was that about?
The trees just, I did not want to risk that.
Well, that's why I said we were rolling on a little bit higher than normal. So we'll just come back around, keep our forward airspeed. Don't pull back, don't pull back.
Alright.
Keeping our forward airspeed. Alright, so this time now we'll just aim a little bit to the left. There's a lot less out over here.
Alright.
Alright, so keep the forward airspeed. Get our climb. Don't drop back now. Above 50. Good. Just like that.
Tower.
Yep, so we'll come to the left then. So about 400 feet, so we can start turning. So we'll clear left.
Clear right.
So only climbs to like 700.
Copy this up.
I would swing out a little so we come across like at the very bottom of that other field heading to turn off.
Got it.
Back in. So get back in, you know, we're not up here forever. That gives you enough distance to set up. So watch our airspeed so we keep our climbing. Good. Alright, RP is all the way up. Now we got a 500% rating, so we can start leveling because we only want 700 feet. Little right paddle, good try. Like that. So that really gives us a decent turn back in to make any other adjustments. So let's get back closer to 700 for this one. Left pedal. Alright, clear that, right, forward, soft, all the way around. Everything's secure on the ship, all the gauges in the green. No warning lights, it's just E65. We'll land it a little earlier because we see without much of a headwind, we got a long glide. So we want to just stick to the left a tiny bit. Alright, so we'll land our
3, 2, 1.
Roll up, pitch pull. Alright, so we just want to make sure we clear these trees, so don't lose the airspeed. Give us a little left pedal. Little left pedal. Good. RPM came down. Good. RPM's going up. I'm bringing it up a little. So now start baby flare. Just baby flare, baby flare, baby flare, baby flare. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Roll on. Now we catch with left pedal, and then level the ship. Go around again. I'm going to make less and less corrections. I'm just going to tell you what I need you to do.
Okay.
With that flare. I mean, a little bit more you could have done the flare. You know, to slow it down a bit.
Meaning stronger or later?
No, a little bit more. Stronger.
Okay.
Not like yank it back, but you could have done just a hair more back. I felt like I had to come on because we would still just keep on going straight. So just keep our forward airspeed. We can lower the power. Just head for the corner. Get right out over the corner. So we gotta climb it. Just watch our trim now. That'll really help. See, it gives us a big lift right there with that trim.
Back to 600.
Yep. Yeah, between 600 and 650 feet.
Climb that must be.
If you could cheat a 50 extra feet when you do it, Mike, do it. If you're up to 700, he might say, no, I want you closer to 600. But if you stay between 650, it gives you, another half second time. So just do the same thing. Keep on turning back in. So you feel like you got everything all set up, you can turn in a tiny bit early if you want, because we're at 65 knots altitude, so car B's up. All our gauges in the green, fuel is good, car is good, we have no warning lights, we're clear right, clear left, clear forward, our landing spot's clear, everything's secure on the ship.
No more turn. That's good.
Just make sure you just give yourself a tiny bit of time, so in case you have to make any adjustments. Yeah, I think right off the edge of the bottom is good. Level it, fine.
So most of the maneuvers you said though are done at the airport?
Yes, the autos and everything will be done there.
Got it.
That's why, like I say, we need to work at them there.
Yeah.
So you can get a feel, I know I have to turn here, I know I have to turn there. Like when we do pattern work, I always say, match it up to the runways. You'll never go wrong. All right, a little fast.
All right.
Whatever.
3,
Hang on a
2.
second. Hang on. We want to make sure it's clear. Tree side, go ahead.
Auto, 3, 2, 1.
Level collective, roll off, right pedal. So. Alright, so we're watching our airspeed, eyes outside, trim RPM, so raise your RPM just a tiny bit, record that. Go down a little bit, keep our forward airspeed, don't pull back yet. Don't pull back yet. Alright, so nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. Alright, roll on. Yeah, we just got to catch that left pedal. That would have been good. Just catch the left pedal. Like, if we want to come more to a complete stop, which we'll work at more at the airport, then we could just a little more aggressive. But I want you to feel comfortable enough pulling back on this. We're at power, power. Let's stop. Alright, let's just do a little left pedal. into the wind.
Clear.
Alright, I just wanted it to settle down for a second.
Okay.
Alright, so if you wanted just back taxi, get us up in the air with too low. Back taxi to the end of the field. Back taxi. So, just nice and slow like
to that end.
Yep.
Yep.
We're not doing the circle hump, just nice and
Got it.
supposed to be like a walking pace. A little faster than that. See how much power we're using. Like that. So you notice we're hovering over tall grass and this and that. That interferes with the flow.
I see a red line here.
Yeah, I don't want this. Alright, so let's just actually stop here and turn around. That's why I was doing the circle clock. So alright, tell us clear.
Point is clear.
And just head for the corner. Because we're getting no wind in here to help us. Let's get this forward air speed. Keep it coming. No, lower the collective skip. We're using the cyclic now to get us up in the air. See the cyclic? And then over to get us our airspeed. We're not pulling on the power because we didn't have it. So we're using this, the angle of attack. You want to stop, turn us around again? Come back. Do one more.
Turn left. Turning left. Alright. Let's get the power in.
You saw what was happening when you were pulling the collective. We just didn't have the power. So instead, you just used the cyclic. We were at max car beat, so that took like almost an inch off our power when we were doing that too. Get our climb in.
Airplane overhead. Stay 500 here. Take it out a little further.
They're pretty low for this far up a Brooklyn.
Yep. Alright. Eyes on him, and I'm turning. Still have him in sight. 600, let's pick up some speed.
Point 01 descending on turn. Just slow it down a little so we can get some altitude. Right, see it? How it bounces right up. Alright, there we go. Now we can level out again.
Okay, let's level out. Let's get squared up.
Alright, let's just make sure we get close to the edge of the trees. Good.
Entering auto in 3, 2, 1. Lower collective, roll off. Let's find that speed.
Get trim, get on trim. Don't pull up the collective. Okay, the trim is what's messing this up. Alright, so start flaring. Start flare, 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 flare. Roll on. I level the ship. I almost come to a complete stop there. Let's just keep us forward going. So, the power. Oh, not so much. We don't need to pull the collective at all. Just leave the collective right where it is. Decent airspeed. Keep on turning. caution point. So we can see we're going like this. We're gonna trim, and then just a tiny bit air cycling. See the climb? I'm not pulling power at all. At all,
Gotcha.
not touching power. Now let me just catch it on climb, and then I can pull in a little bit of power. See? I didn't touch the collective at all.
Okay.
Alright, start heading back.
And the tower, I'm going to cut inside of it. I'm to the left.
The airport, obstruction crane, 1.9 miles north, 235 feet EGL.
I have light tower. The wires below.
Just head out to the, I guess, the right side of the valve.
Delivery on 121.85, advise on mission contact, US information, Bravo.
Bravo. Johnny Bravo.
1 Island Tower, information Bravo, 1356 Zulu, wind.
My brother's favorite character.
Visibility 10, sky conditions 2 clouds 3,000, 2 clouds 10,000.
Just get us up
5,000
higher.
scattered, 190,000 scattered, ceiling 25,000 overcast, temperature 21, 2.15, altimeter 3020. Visual approaching use, land in a parking runway 15 right, 15 left.
So he's on 15 now.
Caution birds, alert for birds in the city of Long Island, MacArthur Airport. Obstruction crane 1.9 miles east northeast airfield up to 135 feet AGL, flagged and lighted. Isolate radar unserviceable. Isolate microburst wind shear detection system not available. All departures except closed traffic. Contact clearance delivery on 121.85. Advise on initial contact with information.
Tower.
Long Island Tower information Bravo 1356 Zulu, wind 190 at 8, visibility 10, sky conditions 2 clouds 8,000, 2 clouds 10,000, 15,000 scattered, 190,000 scattered, ceiling 25,000 overcast, temperature 21, 2.15, altimeter 3020. Visual approach and use, land in a parking runway 15 right, 15 left. Notice the airman, caution birds, alert for birds in the city of Long Island, MacArthur Airport. Obstruction crane 1.9 miles east northeast airfield up to 135 feet AGL, flagged and lighted.
Let's get a little higher.
Isolate radar unserviceable. Isolate microburst wind shear detection system not available. All departures except closed traffic. Contact clearance delivery on 121.85. Advise on initial contact with information. Bravo.
Bravo. Okay.
Alright, so remember when you call them, say
900
where you are,
Echo, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
so 5 Uniform Papa, whatever,
900 Whiskey.
8 miles to the northeast at 1,000 feet. Oh, you can have whatever. Altitude we could see better and with different radios better. Whenever you're ready, about 8.5.
Alright.
Long Island Tower, helicopter 555, Uniform Papa.
Helicopter 555, Uniform Papa, squawk 4361.
4361, 5 Uniform Papa.
Just watch out this end. And you want to head into the slopes?
3 Lima Yankee, early left crosswind. Early left crosswind, 3 Lima Yankee. 0 Whiskey Echo, runway 15 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 900 Whiskey Echo, off of 15 right.
3 Lima Yankee, traffic heading to your right in Archer. They're going to be turning to a 120 heading. You have them up here and turn. Just go. Yeah, we have the copy, 3 Lima Yankee. Upper track 577, turn left, heading 120, contact departure.
This far out, how would we want to set up for here?
Just straight in.
Alright.
Helicopter 5, Uniform Papa, radar contact, stay altitude.
5 Uniform Papa is at 900 with Bravo.
Because we're coming in at like
Helicopter 5, Uniform Papa, stay attention.
5 Uniform Papa, looking ahead to the slopes.
Because we're right at
5 Uniform Papa, continue inbound, at or below 600.
Inbound at or below 600, 5 Uniform Papa.
Copy.
we're heading right in runway 24, so we know we're well north and east of 15, so that's what this, and let him worrying about us, him getting us over on the other side.
Okay.
Over the departure, 900 Whiskey Echo.
Did you feel like driving all the way out, flying all the way out and around now? It's your time, your money, you're paying, so just go direct in. I got a nice picture of
I think as much as anything, I was just trying to think of, you know, at some point we get in the flight path of 6,
right.
and you know, and
Yankee, runway 15 left, clear, touch and go on the go.
No, I understand. Like, most of the time I try to be considerate and do this and that and everything else, and it winds up just being a bigger mess. It really does. So just come a little to the left. I want to get close to the first wheel. Remember, we got towers out there on the right, and we got a tower right on the other side. So, like, just stay a little bit to the right of the thing. You see the tower on the left?
see just to the right of the wheel. I got the 2 towers on the right, and I got the
3 towers and that one. There's 2 of them. Yeah.
700 this heading, and once we get past this,
Yeah, we're not even 5 miles out.
Number 48 kilo traffic at your 11 to 12 o'clock in about a mile is a station there eastbound. You have that in sight?
Negative, 48 kilo.
Number 48 kilo, turn left heading 120.
Oh yeah, wow, well, there's a whole bunch here.
yeah, I gotta shimmy up, shimmy. I have them, and then we'll.
We got.
Yeah, I got them.
That one.
I got that.
Cleared for takeoff.
I did not see this one.
No.
Takeoff runway 15 right.
We're clear. We're clear.
13 Hotel Foxtrot.
3 Lima Yankee traffic. You'll see at your 12 o'clock turn in eastbound is a.
Normally I would have said swing around. Like, see, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get people. I want a picture of this. I want a picture of that. You got to do what you feel is safe. We're not on the approach to departure from 6 yet, so if you want to cut over to the right now.
71 Hotel Foxtrot. Give me an early right.
left. Early right cross. 71 Hotel
Right,
Foxtrot.
there's a tower
3
right there.
Lima Yankee traffic off your right side is the Skyhawk. Turn the early right cross.
Oh, that if you're worried about a plane coming in, taking off or coming in, we're not a factor. Like I said, when we're out there, you figure out, all right, let me just cut over to the right, far enough out, so I'm on the other side, 624, because we know they use that.
Tower, and I'm going to go back up. Holding short of 15 right.
All right, so you can start turning back in now. We're past departure and approach.
Lima Yankee, left traffic.
Left traffic, really.
There is, you get something in your head, they get something in their head, and it's never always the same.
93 Hotel Foxtrot, 15 right, clear for takeoff. Takeoff, 15 right, 93 Hotel Foxtrot.
No, you think you're trying to be helpful, and
No, just sometimes I feel like we set up for like nice, good patterns, and then just as often it would have been totally fine.
Yep.
To just direct to the field.
Exactly. Sometimes that's
I'll call your base.
and we did. We just headed straight back to the field, except for we saw this runway, so let's be helpful. Let's get on this side.
Yankee traffic at 1 o'clock and 2 miles, helicopter 600 feet.
The traffic, really.
5 uniform Papa. Skyhawk traffic taking the roll now on 15 right. Let me know when you have it in sight.
What's the traffic? 5 uniform Papa.
Yeah, I don't
Taking the roll on 15 right. I do not see him.
He must be just too low that we're not catching him.
I thought you said he's taking the roll.
What does that mean, taking off?
Well, I think, yeah, getting ready to take off. I don't know.
5 uniform Papa, no factor. Slope, clear to land, you can cross under 15 right and left.
No factor, clear to land slopes, 15 right.
Yeah, I got him. He's on there.
Hey, he wasn't even doing anything for a while. Hey, you see where the red white marker is? Head for that.
Left 360.
Yeah. All right.
Next left 360, 13 Hotel Foxtrot.
Just back this way, just a tiny bit.
Okay.
No, you're on the other side. Like, head for
69
the yellow
Whiskey
hangar.
Mike, 15 right, line of 8, helicopter traffic crossing midfield.
Line up and wait, 15 right, 9 Whiskey Mike.
Let's keep our speed up.
Foxtrot, turn 30 degrees to the right, contact
That's it,
departure.
making them wait. So.
Better right departure, 9
Get closer to 70.
71 Hotel Foxtrot, turn base, continue.
Turn base continue, 71 Hotel Foxtrot.
Haze really came up out there.
I really thought you.
Lima Yankee, runway 15 left, clear, touch and go.
15 left, clear, touch and go.
Feel like this. You could probably start letting them roll.
Uniform Papa, let me know when you are left up on 5 right. Where to go?
Power let you know when we're clear, 15 right.
Lead Hotel Foxtrot, continue downwind. Continuing downwind, 10 Hotel Foxtrot.
Alright, let it know.
Level from Papa clear, 15 right.
Alright, let's start slowing it down now. Yeah, we have to go this way over, so that would happen at a little dirt.
29 Whiskey Mike, winds 1606, and 15 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 15 right, 9 Whiskey Mike.
Cruise check 1037 or 15 right, line up and wait, traffic, Skyhawk, 1.5 mile final.
Line up and wait, 15 right, career check 1037.
71 Hotel Foxtrot, Seminole, hold in position.
Let's get clever.
Alright, tails clear.
I was saying put us down.
I'll put us down full there. I've got it.
Call on Technician Charlie's Carlton, 3020.
Want to do a few pedal turns?
Cruise check 1037 or 15 right, clear for takeoff, traffic, Skyhawk, mile final.
15 right, clear for takeoff, career check 1037.
71 Hotel Foxtrot, 15 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 15 right, 71 Hotel Foxtrot.
Alright, so we're just picking up for
Yeah,
tech.
pick up pedal turns.
Alright.
Just let it know where we're going. Come on, our helicopter fighting a bomb in the slopes. Would you like us to walk the Avant, switch over to ground?
5 Uniform Papa, yeah, if you're just doing hover work there, contact ground.
Contact ground, walk the VFR, look at that.
629 Whiskey Mike, contact.
Runway 15 right via Alpha, Whiskey, will cross 24 at Whiskey 5 Juliet Romeo.
Tails
Nice,
clear.
nice pedal turn.
Tails clear.
Really good. Come on, ground helicopter fighting on top of the
Tails
slopes.
clear.
We do some maneuver work in the slopes to remain clear of all hard surfaces by Uniform Papa.
Helicopter 555 Uniform Papa, Long Island ground, roger, remain clear of all hard surfaces.
Uniform Papa, remain clear of all hard surfaces by Uniform Papa. Alright.
Alright. Where we head?
Do one more. Nice and slow, nice and slow. If we could do a good double. Nice.
Tails clear.
Let's go straight towards where you see the little purple thing. See if we could do a slope one. Actually, but the winds aren't a factor, so we can do it like this. So we're heading at 45, like right here. So. It's a gradual slope. Get a low altitude, it'll be too low. This isn't much rain.
Alright, ground sky, 124 Hotel Foxtrot, that'll
It's
complete.
not going to be much, but you know, we could just like work
124
on it.
Hotel
So now we just want to
Foxtrot,
get parallel.
runway 15 right, back
Imagine
to
this is a good hill,
Whiskey.
so a little more left pedal. Right like that, and then we come straight down.
via Whiskey, contact Tower 124 Hotel Foxtrot, and we
Straight
picked
down.
up Charlie.
Don't push into the hill yet. Going straight down. Straight down. It's just flat. But you get the idea. You don't want to be pushing over it before you get there.
Back to runway 15
Nah, push over before you get there.
71 Hotel
Because I
Foxtrot,
felt like
Long
you
Island
were,
ground,
like,
runway 15 right, taxi via
anticipating going
Whiskey,
in there.
Bravo, give way to a
Yeah.
Skylane taxiing on Whiskey, you're going to be number 3 behind
Let
us.
me see if I could find one on the other
Via
side.
Whiskey, Bravo,
So that's good.
15 right. Good way to the company.
right, and traffic and final Whiskey 71 Hotel Foxtrot.
Alright. Clear left, clear right.
364, run up complete with Charlie.
Probably right over here.
364, runway 15 right, taxi via Alpha, Whiskey, cross runway 24 at Whiskey.
Alpha
Alpha Whiskey, cross runway 24 at Whiskey to 15 right.
Maybe right here. Not that aggressive, but slow.
Long Island ground, good morning. Skylane 182 Alpha Mike.
So I'm thinking right here, there's these two a little further up. No?
Right here.
182 up Mike, Long Island ground. You're running up in the wide portion of Alpha.
We're not looking for like an aggressive hill.
Wide portion
I just
of
want you to
Alpha,
feel.
Wilco 182
Yeah,
Alpha
it's like
Mike.
a slight slope. So that's enough. We're in.
Okay.
Alright, so come back to neutral.
Back to neutral.
Alright, so eyes outside. Look off in the distance. I'll bring cyclic over to the slope now. Back into the slope. Oh. Left pedal. Nice and easy. Once it gets a little light, then we'll come back to center. Yeah, then we'll come back to center. And away like that.
And away. Okay.
It's a little bit harder actually, because you always want to push it too much with come around this way. I'm going to turn it to the right tail is clear.
We're clear.
It, you know, it doesn't give you like too much room to get it centered. You have to be like quick when it's low. Yeah, we try one more right here. Not that aggressive of a slope, but it's something. Alright, so now we want to get parallel with the slope. And now we stop everything, and we come down.
And we're coming down.
Now pushing into the slope.
Not pushing in. Trying to come straight down.
As best as we can, right?
We're down, and we now into the slope.
Alright, so
and lower.
yeah, we're in the slope. So lower collective, and then come back to neutral.
Okay, so everything back to neutral.
Alright, now we're ready. So eyes outside, so bring the cyclic into the slope.
Alright, so the warning lights, so we're going into the slope.
Eyes outside, just like a regular takeoff, you know, a little left pedal. And we feel when we're lifting up in case the nose feels like it's going forward or back, just to adjust before it gets too late to keep this into the hill. So we have to come back a little, you felt that? Alright, so come back neutral, nice and easy, gradual, and away like that. 45 degree angle. Alright, let's do a quick stop.
Quick stop.
Yeah.
In 3.
Hang on, let's get some altitude. There we go.
In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, cyclic, lower collective. Now level the ship. And ride it down. Good. Alright, good. Alright, bring us back.
Alright.
You ready to head back in, or you want to do something else?
No, let's call it there.
Alright.
I got this guy, I got that thing. Clear.
Bring us back in. Just give us a low altitude. Let's turn a little bit more left pedal. I have ground in.
108 Hotel Foxtrot, you on ground?
Ground 108 Hotel Foxtrot on Bravo 3, ready to taxi back to the axis.
108 Hotel Foxtrot, runway 15 right, taxi via Bravo, Whiskey, cross runway 24 at Bravo, and you're going to be number 2 behind the north.
Taxi runway 15 right via Bravo Whiskey, cross runway 24 at Bravo, 108 Hotel Foxtrot.
Papa 5, uniform, Papa, cover taxi, Newport.
Alright, there's a break there. I have that on Whiskey, I have that on Whiskey. I am clear. Clear. Okay.
Let's slow it down and get a control before we go through here. So we got all these markers, so slow it down. Control. You have control.
I have control.
Nice and slow.
We are going to go slow. And I'm clear on both sides. Center line, nobody's spinning up. Got that guy.
So he's not really a factor for us because whatever area he's pushing behind him. Making the air a little turbulent around him, but it shouldn't affect us pushing us. With the plane, it's all pushing backwards. we have a tailwind, but it isn't that bad, so we can just land straight in like this. We don't need to turn around. Usually, if we have really gusty, it's really hard in here, yeah, then turn around into the wind, make your landing a little bit easier.
Okay, I'll take it up to the second stripe, and then I'll move over here. So, we're clear, and now we go.
Yeah, see, that's just too much of a side thing. I would have put my nose in earlier.
Okay.
And gone straight in, like almost at a 45. Because you're going too much side stepping. We need to come back a little bit. Come on with you. We gotta come back.
Okay.
Just a little bit too far forward. Keep our ass about where the fuel tank is.
Okay.
I set my skids down, and your skids.
Alright.
Long Island ground, career track 339, Bravo 2.